This is my fourth time visiting the Phi Phi Islands. They are one of the most famous island groups in Thailand, located in the Andaman Sea, between Phuket and Krabi. Until now, I had never done the full island tour. The standard route that most visitors experience, including Phi Bay, the place everyone goes to because of that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I always assumed it would feel a bit like a tourist trap, but I had some time, and I wanted to see it properly, at least once. So I booked the tour. Phi Phi Island tours run year-round, but conditions matter. The islands are exposed, and wind can turn a calm ride into an uncomfortable one. Checking the forecast is important, especially during the monsoon season from May to October. I chose a slightly more expensive tour with fewer people, more space, and better seating. On a full-day trip, that choice matters more than you think. The day started with a long introduction and waiting near the pier. From Phuket, the trip to Phi Phi takes around 45 minutes to 1 hour by speedboat. From Krabi, it is usually a bit shorter. The Phi Phi Islands themselves are part of a marine national park. Phi Phi Don is the only inhabited island. All the others are protected and uninhabited. Our first stop was Bamboo Island. It sits north of Phi Phi Don and is often included as a snorkeling and swimming stop. Flat, sandy, and surrounded by shallow reef. It is undeniably beautiful, but also very crowded. There is a local regulation here requiring visitors to wear life jackets while swimming, so the water is filled with bright red vests floating everywhere. The contrast is strange, a tropical postcard scene mixed with mass tourism in plain sight. The next stop, Phi Phi Don, is the main island of the archipelago, and the only one that is permanently inhabited. It is small, narrow, and densely built. During the middle of the day, it becomes the meeting point for almost every tour boat in the area. Lunch is usually included with these tours. If you can, I would recommend skipping the included lunch and eating at a restaurant instead. I would actually recommend to stay away from lunch buffets in general, if you don't want to get sick. By now, I was starting to feel a bit stressed. When all the boats arrive at once, the island feels overwhelmed. Thousands of people moving through the same narrow paths, all on the same timeline. And we did not have much time here before moving on again. Our next stop was Phi Leh Bay. This bay is surrounded by steep limestone cliffs and is often described as one of the most scenic parts of Phi Phi. The water here is usually calm, and the color changes depending on the light and depth. We cruised into the bay once, slowly, then turned back out again. It was beautiful, but brief. Just enough time to look, not enough time to stay. After Phi Leh Bay, we passed Viking Cave. The cave is known for its bird nests, which have been collected here for centuries, and for paintings on the walls that resemble ships. Visitors are not allowed inside, so this is a viewing stop from the boat. Shortly after, we stopped for swimming. Some people chose to rent longtail boats at this point. Those boats continued around the island, stopping at quieter spots that are not part of the standard route. Next was Phi Bay. This is the most famous place in the Phi Phi Islands, and the reason many people come here in the first place. All because of the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. The bay is part of a national park and was closed for several years due to environmental damage caused by mass tourism It has since reopened with strict rules. Swimming is no longer allowed. Visitors can only enter the water up to their feet, and only for a limited time. If you have the chance to experience Maya Bay without crowds, it is extraordinary. The setting is just as beautiful as its reputation, if not more. But during the day, the reality is different. The beach is packed with people taking photos, trying to get the perfect shot. Beach police are constantly calling out instructions to those that goes too far out in the water. And when it's time to leave, long queues form along the boardwalk back to the boats. It is intense. The beauty of the place is still there, if you can block out everything else. It was interesting to see once, but I would never go back, as long as it's like this. If you can, choosing a tour that skips Maya Bay entirely might be a better option, unless seeing it is something you really want to tick off your list. After Maya Bay, the pace changed. We began the journey back. On the way, we stopped at another island. Here, the focus was to relax. The crew brought out water toys. Some jumped off the boat, some went in the water with life jackets. I had fun for a while. The sun was dropping, and the atmosphere felt lighter. This was the part of the day I enjoyed the most. We arrived back in Phuket after sunset. Looking back, it was a good day overall. A bit too touristic for my taste. Would I recommend it? If you don't mind crowds, schedules, and shared spaces, then yes, the tour delivers exactly that. But there are better ways to experience this place. Taking a ferry to Phi Phi Don, staying 1 or 2 nights, and heading out early in the morning makes a huge difference. Or simply staying on the main island and skipping the tours altogether. It depends on how you like to travel. This was one way to see Phi Phi, not the only one.